Welcome back, wonderful people. So this is a video covering the idea of templates. Templates in C++ are incredibly powerful, and as usually happens with incredibly powerful concepts, they can be a little bit difficult to get your arms around. So this is a trivially simple example. Um, I didn't go really into depth on this because there's just so much you can do with templates. I wanted to give you something that was very simple to show you the basics. All right, walk you through what I've done. So a few includes. There's no special includes to get a template to work. I did, right here we have a line template, type name. Now for backwards compatibility reasons, we could actually replace type name with class, but it's confusing to use the word class. So in more recent C++ versions, type name has been substituted, and the type. Now I'm using the type because that is what the Zybooks book uses. Many other resources use just a capital T. I've seen any number of things used here, but the type is what the book uses, so that's what we'll use. Okay, we have a trivial, really dumb sort function down below. I didn't do 100% of testing on this. I just verified that it kind of works well enough for the example. Ignore how dumb this is and just pay attention to what we're doing by not declaring any types throughout here. As you look down, you'll notice that I'm not doing any sort of, hey, this is an int, a double, a string, anything goofy. It's just calling what I declared up here. So we have void. We're giving a void on this because we're not actually returning anything from this really dumb sort function. That'll be the cout down here is how we're getting all of our data out from it. I'll show you that in a second. So this is the important part. I called it sort. Sort will take in 3 things. Now, all of these 3 things have to be the same in this case. There are ways to build this function so that you can pass in other types of data. You can build it so it will take 3 things that are the same and an int other thing. You could do something like this. That would work fine, and then you use it down in your code. In this case, we're keeping them all the same because it's easier. All right. You'll notice they are all of their type, the type. That was intentional. Down here, we are building a vector of the type that's the same as what you see here, same as what you see there. I'm building the vector to be a length of 3 because it's easy and you don't have to think about it too much. All right, so we're taking first thing, we are comparing it to second thing, then we're comparing it to third thing. You kind of get the idea. I'm building a list. I'm taking in 3 items, regardless of what their type is, and then I'm sorting them with whatever their default sort mechanism is. That's a longer conversation, but all of your primitive classes have a default sort mechanism. This is what's being used here. So I get down through all of my sorting. Once I'm outside of my conditional tree, we have this. Cout, sorted vector at 0, comma, sorted vector at 1, at 2, and then end line. That happens inside of our sort method, sort function. So down here on our main, we are going to build some testing variables. Notice I have just some variables. Great. There's 3 ints, 3 characters, 3 strings. I could do doubles, or I tried it with Boolean, and I'd have to do some other monkeying around to make Boolean work. So Boolean doesn't work with this particular method, but there are ways to get Boolean to work with template functions. So down here, I'm going to actually use the variables that I built. just is going to tell you what order I'm putting them in, and then I'm going to use them in the order with which I put them in. That's sort and int2, int1, int3. All right, so that's what I'm doing. Let's go ahead and actually build this thing. All right. So we can confirm that it is taking in int1, or sorry, int2 in this case is that number there, and yet it happens there, and it is sorting these ints into proper order. Same thing is happening with my chars. They came in reverse order and were fed back in proper order. In this case, these strings were accepted in and then they were alphabetized. That is a really high level, dumb example on how to use the templates, but the important thing to look at here is what I've done is I've created a sort method that I can use with many different types of data. And I now don't have to go and rewrite all of these identical functions to accept different kinds of data. I can use one, which is super powerful and really, really cool. If you want more information on this, there's a lot of information, and the next video I'm going to do is going to cover the standard template library, which is one of the huge things about C++ that makes it a powerful and useful language. In the meantime, that's about it.